Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm so pleased to be a contributor here on African Diaspora News Channel. Please make sure that as you come in, give us a big thumbs up, and share the broadcast. Thank you so much. We ask that you do that because when you spread the message, you help to solidify and strengthen our collective Black voice. And how many of you all know that outlets just like this are the counter voice to the dominant society's propaganda outlets? We're very important. Thank you so much. Now, family, this is an interesting story. I want you, there's this news clip that went around, and I want you to watch this brief clip.
Water here. It was posted to Twitter last Thursday under the account @mostly_hated. It says, Black women raising boys, please stop letting your sons pick up your female traits. I have an expletive boys in my class. I know you'll have some men around somewhere. This expletive is getting ridiculous.
Okay, now y'all saw that brief news coverage, right? Well, the actual tweet, one of the actual tweets, which the Black substitute teacher uses an expletive, so I won't say that word. But under Harlem's mother, by the way, they're saying that this is a substitute teacher that the school at District Heights said that they've let go from the elementary school, Bianca Robertson. She said, Black women raising boys, please stop letting your sons pick up your female traits. I have the expletive boys in my class. I know y'all have some men around somewhere. This, you know what, is getting ridiculous. Now, family, let me tell you let me just put my 2 cents. Now, let me say this. You know, so often I do see in relationships, marriages or partnerships between a mother and father, sometimes they'll work out for a number of different reasons. Sometimes it is the man's, primarily his fault why he's not in his own child's life. And sometimes, unfortunately, I have seen instances where the woman has played a very major role in disrupting the relationship between the child, and their father. Let's just keep it real. But in the instances where the mother is there, and the mother who takes, in many cases, the large responsibility for the rearing of the children, I don't believe that she needs to be unnecessarily beat up on when she's the one that's doing most of the raising. But there is a point to be made. I don't understand why this sister was fired from her job. We can't be so in our emotions, family, that when a teacher who's observing your child is trying to sound the alarm about certain traits from young boys at a young age, I agree with her. Whenever I'm seeing these what's the little juicy Santana, the one that the Democrats solicited to give us this outrageous, degenerate elections ad, tell us to get our booties to the poll, and you got this whole man shaking his behind that took up the size of multiple movie screens, shaking his behind and telling Black men what they need to do to get their booties. When you got, this is the kind of stuff, look, you believe how you want to believe. But her point is, sometimes the way we raise children nowadays, they fall at the slightest, simplest little something or another. I can remember, because I have, in my family, my siblings, boys and girls. And I can remember my beautiful mother's old school. Talk Black to me, somebody, and a good mama. And I was born and raised in Mississippi, although now I live in the Wild Wild West here in the United States. But I can remember this lady who had a little young grandson. She was just complaining, or may have been her son. She was just complaining to my son. Well, it was a lady, it was her son. She said, well, my son, he just gets into everything. He's not like my daughter. He just gets into everything. My mother said to her, these profound but simple words. Watch the wisdom of Mother D. She said, he's a boy. God, today, I had to hit the gavel on that. Y'all know the Vicki Show is a home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. That means I clap my hands sometimes and hit the gavel to make a point. It's a force amplifier. Did you hear what Mother D said? She said, he's a boy. In other words, my mother knew that there were certain distinct traits where boys sometimes get into stuff, they jump off on stuff, they do cartwheels, they digging into stuff. She recognized that those were unique traits that are not wrong or bad. And then we wonder why all of these weird things between the agendas are going on right now. Why would this lady get fired when she's just sounding the alarm to say, look, you're raising boys. There are certain traits that young men, young boys, men to be need to have. I'm with her. I'm with you, Bianca. Now, let me just leave it right there. But for real, y'all may need some Mississippi home training. That's why I'm writing this little mini book in a minute, talking about home training, just some little basic, little something. Because some of y'all didn't have mamas and daddies and stuff. I'm not trying to be funny, it's true. Just simple courtesies, wild trolls and comments that I see sometimes. I'll be like, look, I got to write a book because some of y'all's mama and daddies and them is something missing. And I can't take it for granted. Common things. Oh, Lord, let me move on. I'm your sister with the curly braids, Vicki Dillard. Y'all be sure to share this broadcast. Make sure that you follow me on my own new weekly live channel that I'm building from scratch at vickidillard.tv. Also, check out my school and my website with my yummy products at vickiplanet.com. The links are below. I can't wait to see you again.
Make sure you pick up my 2 books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs and on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.